highest setting of the light. Hang on just one moment. Hi Presley, I'll be back in a minute. Sorry, I just had to take some tablets. Oh, that's better. Right, roll the sleeves up. Okay, so we'll do a bit of skincare first. So the Skin Glow Eye Serum. You really don't need a lot of this, and I'm just rubbing it into the hands. Probably need a little bit more than what I've got in my hands, but you don't need a lot. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try this lip balm on. It's just one of those ones. I don't know if I like it. It's in the shade Vanilla Frosting, and I've just seen it there, so let's try it. It's not like this one. This one's really good. It's not like that. So I think I'm gonna declutter this and just throw it out. I mean, it's moisturising enough. Where is my serum that I was using? Well, the Revolution one, isn't it? I had the Ordinary serum, which seems to have disappeared, so I guess we're just using this on its own today then. Nivea Q10. Something black here. It's probably, that looks like it's dried up mascara. Hi Phoenix. How has moisturiser got in my hair here? Oh my gosh. Or is that mousse? I think it might be mousse. I've just put mousse in my hair. Yeah, it's mousse. It's not moisturiser. I'm okay, Phoenix. How are you? Didn't go anywhere near here, so it's definitely not my day cream and moisturiser. I'm glad you're well, Phoenix. I wish this would have a little bit more SPF than it does. It only has an SPF of 15, which I think is ridiculous. in the heat that we've been having, especially in the UK, we don't normally get heat that much. That could be why. That could be why it's only an SPF of 15. I definitely wouldn't, even if it said SPF 50, I wouldn't use a moisturiser as your SPF. Always buy one. Tomorrow the live will be earlier. Thursdays are always earlier and Sundays are always earlier. And that's just because on Thursdays I go to my sister's and on Sundays I go to my mum's for Sunday dinner. So I do still do lives, but I don't do them late like this. I'm just making sure that's all settled into the skin. Okay, so let's start the makeup prep then. Elf Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. Hi MG, how are you? Why does my hair get everywhere? It's another quiet one tonight. Oh, you're feeling better. Have you been out to celebrate yet? I hate it when I feel sick. I feel sick, like, when was it? Monday. So I'd had about 2 hours sleep, but whenever I have sleep, it's always interrupted. Because I have sleep apnea and insomnia. So I was interrupted sleep. So I had 2 hours sleep and I had to go into the city centre, and literally I felt not only like a zombie, but I felt sick as a dog, you know. Do you know that feeling you get when you're so tired, all you want to do is sleep, but you feel ill, you feel sick with it? I'm sure I'm not the only one that gets like that. Hi Nick Harmer. No, we have not celebrated yet, hopefully to be the weekend. Oh, nice. Hope you have a nice time. Right, I'm going to go on with some under eye corrector by Becca. So this is all me just using my Project Pan items. We're really getting down to it with this. Ramatula, hi. Sorry if I've not pronounced your name right. It's quite a long name that to pronounce. I'm not too bad, how are you? Hi VSCO girly. I'm glad you're okay. Hi Amanda. I'm from the UK, Ramatula. What type of makeup are you doing today? Well, I'm using all my Project Pan items. So, if you guys don't know what Project Pan is, it's like when you use something that you can see this in the bottom. And also, Project Pan can actually mean products, makeup that you haven't used in a long time, which for me, it's that, to be honest, especially when it comes to the eyeshadow palettes. We're going to be using Pat McGrath Labs and Jason Wu together. I'll just show you. I won't show you inside the palette until we actually get to it, but that's the Pat McGrath Labs palette, and then that's the Jason Wu palette. So I'm going to be using this one just for the matte eyeshadows, and we always do eyeshadow last over here, so that's that. I'm doing Project Pan as well. Oh really? Do you have a channel that you're doing it on? I'm really interested in people that have channels and like mine, because I do not everything. Like I've got a few, not a couple even, I've got quite a few videos that are Project Pan videos, but it's not a purely Project Pan channel, is what I'm going to say. I've been watching Still Steph, or yeah, I'm sure that's what she's called, Still Steph, and she's really good. I like her content. Right, I'm going to go in with this New Look Glow highlighter stick. I only realised yesterday when I put it right up how little we've got left to go through. I mean, look at that. There's literally nothing there. Hi, Macy. I used to. Oh, so are you a makeup channel, VSCO girly? So we'll just put this on. So I've got some glow underneath my foundation. I don't put it on my forehead though. I don't feel like I need it there. Guys, if it wasn't for the fact, I mean, I didn't need to do this today really. Because my update won't be happening for a couple of weeks. But I have only put my Shop My Stash video out today. And I don't want to spoil any surprises for anyone that's not watched it yet. So if you do like Shop My Stash videos, where I go through my collection, that's on my channel now. I was just a random channel like I did anything. Okay. Right. So this is a foundation that I want to use up. It's the Urban Decay Stay Naked Hydromaniac Tinted Glow Hydrator. And then before that though, I'm going to go in with the Face Facts Vitamin C Facial Mist on a sponge. You married? No, I used to be married. I'm not married anymore. Why? That's a bit personal. I'll never go into that on this channel, Ramatula. It's a very personal question to ask someone you don't know. And to be honest, that's my business. It's not YouTube's business. I've already read that VSCO girly. Hi, Sarah. I should make you moderator. You're in here that often. Better late than never. You're literally not late. I've just done skincare, just put primer on, and now I'm just using the Urban Decay hydrator. So the Pat McGrath Labs quad that I'm going to use is one that could potentially go out of my collection. I feel guilty though because it cost me a lot of money. I think for 4 eyeshadows it was like £50 or maybe even more than that. She isn't cheap, is she not? Have you ever been to New Brighton? I personally love it there. I have gone today and I'm going tomorrow. Today I went bowling and tomorrow I'm going swimming and I'm going to the arcades. I've always wanted to go to Brighton. Never been. Thank you, Macy. Oh, I'm going to look at that after your live. Thank you, MG. Hi, Dinah. It's amazing. You should definitely go, especially with family. It's so fun to go bowling. I can do bowling in the city where I live, though. I've always wanted to go to Brighton because of Brighton Pier. And just have a look to see if they've got any shops that we don't have in the city that I live in. And it's the same, I really want to go to Ireland, like Dublin especially, for the same reason. Sometimes it just sticks around here. So you've just got to blend it out with the warmth of your finger. Okay, that should do for now. Right, then we'll go in with the Glossier Stretch Concealer. I'd buy this again. It's lasted me so long and I've still got quite a lot left. They used to have a rock candy store and I believe it's closed, but it's so sad because I love that store. That's a shame. Can you see how brightening it is? And it's really nice. Like if you're older like me, or even if you're in your 20s, you don't necessarily want full coverage for concealer. Or at least that's the way I've always been. And you can use this as a skin tint on your face as well. I have done that in the past. It's just really, really good, but it's expensive. That's what puts me off it. It's expensive. So, brows now then. It really brightens, doesn't it? Yeah, it is good. I'm not going to say it's not good, but Glossier is expensive. And back when I bought it, I didn't mind actually paying the prices, but now it's kind of, I wouldn't say I'm a budget friendly channel like drugstore. I wouldn't say I'm that. I will pay high end. Like the last thing I bought for myself that was high end is this. And it's worth it, to be honest. Apart from the nasty smell. I love the Glossier lip balms. I don't think I've had a lip balm of theirs. I only bought 2 products when I placed that order. And we're talking years ago. Just don't know if I'd get the concealer again. And that's not because it's not good. I mean, that could be your main concealer for like 2 years. I only pulled this one out. Hang on, let me show you. I only pulled this one out because it's my oldest concealer. in my drawer now, and I think I've only got another 2, possibly 3 in my drawer. So not many. I'll only buy another concealer when I need one, so when I'm down to my last one, and even then I might try and not buy a concealer. I might just try, because I don't necessarily think I need one. You know, I don't get blemishes, so I might try and go without one for a while. I'm just going back in with the number 7 translucent perfect light loose powder. This is where the magic happens. You should definitely try the lip balms. They're expensive though. And to be honest, I've got a lot of lip products. I'm not buying either at the moment, VSCO girly. So you won't really see new makeup coming into my channel. You will at Christmas. Oh, someone's just sending me a message on YouTube who I've not heard from them I've not heard from them in ages. I'll have to go and read that later. I love it when that happens. It's like, I've not heard from you in ages. I'll put some on the forehead as well. I just love this. Love how sparkly it is. It's still 29 degrees here. There seems to be no relief. I'm wondering, you are wearing a pullover. I would nearly die. It's cool in my flat. That's why it's not really that thick either. It's quite thin. And it's been 34 here in the UK. But obviously it's 8:55 now in the evening, so it gets cooler. I wouldn't go out in the UK in like 25-degree heat in this top. This is just going to match the look I'm doing. That's why I'm wearing it, Dinah. Wish I had brows like you, Andy. They are so pretty. I don't feel like they are when they're not tinted. I think they look better when they're tinted. I think they look thicker and fuller. So I'd say try that. I'd say try tinting them. Right. Bronzer. So again, I'm not using any of the new Shop My Stash things I've pulled in. We're just going to go in with the Hourglass bronzer here. Yeah, it's been very hot in the UK. It's like we're getting an Indian summer. It never is this hot. I can't wait for fall. I really can't. Can't wait for pumpkin season. Not necessarily Halloween, but pumpkin season. I don't really like bonfire night either. With me having epilepsy, I can't go to fire displays or anything like that. Or firework displays, should I say. Actually, fireworks Fires don't bother me. And fireworks have never made me have a seizure or anything, but I just get stressed around them. Would you purchase another Hourglass palette when that one is finished? Not when this one's finished, no, because I've got another one. I've got, and I looked at it today and I'm like, I just want to use so much, but I'm restricting myself to the Hourglass palette I've got. So I've got the jellyfish palette. I mean, the new ones that come out, there's a Dior one, which is probably more my colour story, but on the Hourglass website you can actually go to the Hourglass website and change the packaging, because I like the packaging of the horse more. So I'd probably change packaging if I was going to buy one this year, but I've got all this and it is barely untouched. This down here looks stunning. These two blushes here, I just want to mix them. I think this bronzer is going to be too deep, but even if I just, you know, get use out of the other 5 products in here, it will have been worth the money, because I get mine when they're on sale. I don't pay full price for them. I don't think they're worth it at full price. I mean, they're worth the money, don't get me wrong, but if you can get it cheaper is what I'll say. Or are there other products you would go to? Do you mean like instead of the Hourglass powders? I feel like this is a good one. I'm actually panning this one. I feel like this is a good powder. This is the Huda Beauty Glowish. It's probably one of my oldest powders, and it's supposed to be like the Huda, like the Hourglass powders. It's not. You're not going to get the same. This is why they're so expensive. I would definitely say get a face palette over individual items. You can get like mini blushes, mini bronzer, but it works out because they're like around £25, I think, and you can't get like mini setting powders and face powders. You have to buy them at full price, and they're like 40 or something like that. You may as well get a face palette. But I'm not encouraging anyone to get a face palette. I'm just saying they're worth it for me. People have got their own, like, people have mixed abuse. People have got mixed reviews on them, but this has lasted me ages. You're supposed to only keep them 12 months, but there's nothing wrong with it. It doesn't smell. Yeah, it doesn't smell. I've used all this up here in this past year, and now I just want to kind of use these shades up here. So that's why it's in Project Pan. I'm not sure what you're getting at, Nyack, no. I can't tint my brows. Oh, they're tattooed. So did they not, like, when you went to get them tattooed, MG, did they not make them thicker? I just don't feel like getting my brows tattooed. I mean, I would love brows like my mum. She's got thick, full-on brows, and so's my niece, actually. But oh no, it was the in thing to actually have thinner brows, so I kept going to the beauticians. And now I'm left with this, but they're not too bad. You know, it's not like I have to draw them on with a pencil or anything. I'm gonna go in with a Dior. Really like this blush, and I've been getting a lot of use out of it while I've been, you know, working on my Project Pan products. Yeah, I'm definitely wearing off the Dior in sections of this blush. I'll show you in a minute. So here in the middle, it's kind of like, I can see that I've used it more there, and then you've got Dior here and then Dior on top. You won't see it, it's not showing up through the camera, but I can see that I've used quite a bit of it. So this always stays in, and because I just want to finish it off. Then we'll blend that out. It's a really nice colour. Don't normally do the nose, I think a bit too much went on it. Now I look like I've got a red nose. Right, let's see if we can sort that out. That looks better. It kind of goes, it's one of those pH blushes, Sarah, so it kind of goes on your cheeks, you know, like to your natural flush, but this isn't my natural flush. When I get hot and bothered, oh my gosh, I get terrible. Like there's a photograph on Instagram and I literally look as red as a beetroot. It's horrible. And that's one of the reasons I don't like going out in the sun. So, highlighter time then. Oh, I'll show you. I can't show you this. I'll show you one of the Hourglass mini blushes. So, my friend, Babe, she's in here sometimes. She said, oh, you'd really suit this one. I got this last year. And this one is in Mood Exposure. It's a really nice kind of a rosy brown shade. I think they're £24, but I didn't pay that. I paid about 17 from Sephora. But Sephora is really, really good because when you spend a certain amount, they normally give you, well, you get a choice of products, which I wouldn't even go with those products if you live in the UK because they're just sample sizes. I normally wait until I get a £5 voucher, and if there's anything that I want, I just deduct that £5 off that product. So I think it's very good for things like that. Yeah, like I like the shape I have on my brows now, but I wish I had naturally beautiful shape on my brows because I don't, so I plucked them since I was a teenager. Oh, okay. Right, so I don't have a natural arch here. I wish I had a better arch, is the only thing I can say about my brows, and I wish I would have left them well alone when I was younger. When I say younger, I mean in my 20s, because I was just going like every month, every other month to the beauticians, and they would just sort them out for me. But we can't unchange things. They don't grow at all at the moment, so, you know. And when I'm doing them, you'll notice all I'm doing at the moment is pushing them out. I'm not putting any extra hairs in them. So people fill them and put hairs at the front here with a pencil. I don't do that. I don't feel like I need it for a start. And all I'm using in the brows is the NYX the Brow Glue. I wouldn't mind trying a coloured version of this because I know they do coloured versions. The only reason I've got this is because it was a freebie when I bought the NYX tinted serum, if that's what it's even called, the foundation. I definitely overplucked when I was younger. No, I didn't really do that, you know. I just went to the salon and let them do it. Right. I've not put that on, have I? No, I don't think I did. Colourpop Super Shock in Lunch Money. I definitely haven't. I can't see any highlighter on my cheeks. I get sidetracked talking. Right, so that's how it's looking now. Won't be too long until that's out of the collection. And then I've got another colour pot, one that I'll bring in. And then when this is gone, I'm sure I've got another highlighter stick I can bring in. Just to kind of take everything out of the collection. I was going through my foundations in my Shop My Stash, and there's so many that I could declutter. Right, I'm going to go in with the MAC Soft and Gentle. Used a lot in that as well. Just trying to find that brush I used yesterday, which could literally be anywhere at this point. Right, is there a highlighter brush in this bag? I'll just use this eyeshadow brush. This is one of Just Right eyeshadow brushes. Just Right was in The Only Way is Essex reality show in the UK. If you don't know who she is. And she partnered with Poundland of all people. You'd think she'd be able to partner with somebody else, wouldn't you, really, to make the money? Like Beauty Bay. But anyway, that brush was only £1. Okay, so now I need to go in with a powder brush. We'll do this really fluffy one. Oh, what I did early hours. So I woke up with a start. I had a really bad nightmare and I woke up sweating, you know. So then I watched some of Tammy's videos. If you don't know who Tammy is, she's over at Canadian Beauty. And then I had an idea in my head. Sort out your makeup at 5 o'clock in the morning. Change things around. So I did a bit of a reorganisation, not on everything. So my eyeshadow palettes, like my Shop My Stash eyeshadow palettes, are over here somewhere, so I can just reach, like I can just reach over for them like that. So my blushes used to, do you know in that big drawer that my blushes used to be in? Now my eyeshadow palettes are there. Then I pulled like all my cream blushes out. They used to be in the vanity case. I just wasn't getting to them, so I put them in a different drawer. Powder blushes. I've got some powder blushes somewhere. Where did I put them? Oh yeah, they're in my vanity. And there's still a bit of room for other things. Didn't take me long. It only took me about half an hour to do. I'm just sick of having so much crap though, guys. And I shouldn't call it that because it's makeup. I do feel incredibly lucky for the makeup that I've got. I don't want you thinking, oh, she doesn't value her makeup. I do. I'm just saying there's too much of it. My friend Angie said, you've got some really nice palettes. And I'm like, yeah, too many. Too many. I've got a full bag of eyeshadow palettes in the front room that are ready to go to my mum's, but it's too heavy for me to take there. So I'm going to have to bring a shopping trolley back home and then take them a different day, which is fine, I'll do that. Oh, as well, what I did, I found some other things that I wanted to put in my Shop My Stash makeup basket this go around. They're not in the Shop My Stash, so you'll see them obviously when I'm applying them. So I just thought I'd tell you that. Right, this is one of the things, the e.l.f. No Budge Cream Eyeshadow. It's a brown one. I might use this today. Because can you see how dark it is? It's like a really nice chocolate brown. Why can't I get my words out? See what comments I've missed. I also overplucked Sarah. I even shaved away my brows. Wow. So what did you do, MG? Did you pencil them in? Hi, Irina. Wow, you two are brave, both shaving your brows off. Hi, John. You do have some beautiful ones. This is why I'm trying to use them now and not buy anything else. I know for a fact that I'm getting at least one eyeshadow palette for Christmas. I know that because I've chosen it. But other than that, yeah, I'm not too sure. Right, we're going to go in with the Jason Wu palette. Let's actually, before I do that, let's actually go in with this facial spray. This is the MCO Beauty one that I don't like. And I just want to get it out of my collection. MCO Beauty Flawless, Miracle Flawless setting spray or something like that. So dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury one. I'm not too bad, Megan. How are you? I do know what my favourite eyeshadow palette is though now. So I get asked that question all the time, right? And I'm like, I don't know what it is. But it's definitely the Ensley Rain Light in Your Eyes palette. It comes in a great big box like that. And it's just got all these shifty eyeshadow shades in. Ensley Rain is just such a good brand. I mean, it doesn't come without its drama. It's had a lot of drama as Ensley Rain. But I really like that palette. So I'm going to go in with this shade first. So this is the Jason Wu Agave palette. In fact, no, I'm not going to go in with that first. Where is it? Why am I always losing that eyeshadow base? Right, let's just go in. And hopefully it'll take care of the veins that I really don't like. Yeah, they're not looking too bad. I now have semi-permanent. My brows did grow back, but they have always been so fair you can't even see them, and tints never seem to take. That's a weird thing about me. Redheads normally have like red brows. Mine have always been dark, not this dark. This is about 2 shades darker than what they normally are. But my mum's mum had very, very dark brows. This is definitely where I get it from, the German side of the family. And my mum's got dark brows, but they're all like brunettes, like dark-haired women. My sister's a dark-haired woman as well, so of course you'd expect it on dark-haired women. And I've got these dark brown brows and red hair. Yes, this is my natural colour and my natural curls. Just because I've got like dark brows here, it doesn't mean anything really. That's just me. Quite weird really. Yeah, I just painted my brows on for years. I only like tint mine normally when I tint it, it lasts for about between 4 and 6 weeks. Prior to me doing that recently, I had a brow pencil. Other than that, yeah, that's all I've ever done. Right, so the shade on the lid is going to be quite bronzy, so I'm going to have to go in with these shades here, along here. So we'll go in with the lightest one first, which is this. They don't have shade names, so shade 4, I'll say it like that. Could do with a mirror. I've been busy doing chores. Megan, what have you been doing? Got a spot there as well. You don't have to say hi. I've already said hi to you, Megan. Next shade, we'll try number 5. Just for the outer corner there. Number 6, to take like into the middle kind of way. So in the outer corner, and just not as far up as the other shades. Just into the middle, flick it out a bit. Oh, don't apologise. Just spam, isn't it? Right, I want to go back into this shade. I just love it when palettes put shade like that in, then I don't have to find another palette for it. Because I personally am always using shades like that. What's made you upset, Megan? Right, I think I might be done with the Jason Wu Agave palette. Let's go in with some glitter primer, the Technique glitter primer. Then after that I'll get a drink. It will at the end, hopefully, Sarah. I don't know what's happened. I feel like I've got a spot right there. Like you really wanted to know that. I feel like I need to blend that out a bit while the glitter primer is drying. Right, so this one is the McGrath Labs Celestial Odyssey Quad. Comes in a packaging like that. And then it looks like that. And then the shades are inside. Look like that. I just don't feel like they're appealing to me, especially this blue brown. I'll swatch it for you. It's very, very smooth, smoother than the bronze type shades, and does go on for miles. We'll be using this tomorrow. So then I can say I've used it. But I don't think I'd miss it if I passed it on. But let's see what the bronze type looks like today. Do I have a wipe I can use now? I hate decluttering expensive products though. I hate it. Right, so we're going to put this one like towards the back and then this one towards the front. So we've got Dawn Fantasia, which I think that one is called. I think my mum would love this palette, if I'm being honest. See, I don't know why I don't want it. I mean, that is a beautiful bronze. I need to figure out if I still want to keep the Natasha Denona bronze palette, because if I don't, I do need some bronze eyeshadows in my collection. Hi, Belaju. And I'm not going to get rid of absolutely everything I've got in my collection. So like I said, I was on Instagram the other day and I came across, somebody's Natasha Denona bronze palette and somebody's Natasha Denona glam palette. They just took photographs of it and it looks the exact same as what mine looked like, but I think because I'm used to sparkle, I've got to be in my bonnet about it not being sparkly. Then the top one here, Golden Aurora, I think. That's a lot smoother than the one I've just used. What I've got to think about though is how many times will I use it? But then I've got to think about, will I regret it? Will I regret giving it away? But then I've got to think, well, whoever I give it to will probably use it more than I will use it. So can you see what my quandary is, guys? This is a nice look. Can't fault it. Right, I don't think I'm going to use the burgundy here. I think I'll use that tomorrow with that. But I am going to my sister's tomorrow. and she'll be like, well, what have you come as? She just loves to compliment my makeup. But yeah, we need to use it, so I'm just going to use what I want to use, right? That can go back in the package for now, and I'll just leave these products on my desk. So, how long have you had an interest for makeup? A genuine interest. I started watching YouTube before I actually had my own channel. So I was watching others. When did I get this channel? I want to say, was it 2005 that I initially started watching others, and I had the channel. No, I don't think it was then. It normally says if you go to the description of my channel, it will normally say when I started the channel. Maybe it was 2010. That sounds more likely. But I wasn't really into makeup back then. I certainly back then all I had was a little makeup bag with foundation. There was no bronzer in there. There was no highlighter in there. I think there was blush. I had a few like iron face palettes. I think in 2010 I had like family buy me makeup just because they knew I wanted to start a makeup channel. But then in 2014 I separated from my ex-husband, and I didn't think I could do it anymore. Not that I couldn't do makeup, I certainly wasn't as experienced as I am now, but I went on to write a blog for, how many years was it? 3 maybe? And then I had somebody say to me, oh, are you ever going to come back to YouTube? I really miss you. And I only had 200 followers back then, 238 to be precise. No one had unsubscribed from me, and it's just grown from there. And this is what I love, you know, I love to do this. This is why I'm here every night, sometimes taking a lot of rubbish from little children that no one deserves to hear. Oh, why am I looking in there? I'll just go on with my little finger. Like, I put up a short recently, and I don't know if they were being derogatory or not. So I've never been to see Six, that musical Six, and I've since learned it's about Henry and his 6 wives, Henry VIII. Well, I didn't know, because that's not the type of musical I would go and see anyway. And somebody put on this short of mine, it's giving 6, and I'm like, right, I don't know, I've never seen that musical, so are they being derogatory towards me or what? I don't know. Probably I. The one thing I hate about YouTube, the better your YouTube channel does, or the more views you get, the more hate you get. It's like, can you not just be happy? I do like a nice bronze look. Me too. Oh, I think I've already read that one, haven't I? I can. It's hard one when it's been an expensive buy, but I have had it quite a while as well though. It's kind of a case of, do you really want to keep it around and let it go bad, or why not rehome it? Why not rehome it to someone who's gonna love it? Right, 17 Bigger Better Lash. That's really beautiful. Thank you, MJ. nice if for once my hair wasn't in the way. I mean, I still remember that time that somebody once copied my face and basically said that they were me. And I remember Tassos saying, "That's you." And I'm like, is it me? Is it really me? Like, the face of the person was a lot slimmer and it looked like an AI version of me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, have you got nothing better to do with your time? I think what I'm going to do for inner corner, because that's looking a bit bland, I pulled in this isn't part shot my stash, so I can show you. I mean, it is, and it isn't. So I've pulled in, because I haven't used them in a while and I don't want them to go bad, these She Glam sticks, and they're really good. Like, there's a white one and it's really good for the inner corner. It's dead sparkly, and then there's other shades as well that we'll be using throughout the week. So I'll show you the white one. Has a little cap here to stop it going dry. Shall I do a swatch for you? That's what it looks like. So it's a white to pink. And I'd get these again, guys, because they're really, really good. Some people have too much time on their hands. It was probably some kid putting my face into some kind of AI generator thumbnail type of thing. Oh wow, that's nice. It's got a bit on the actual lid as well. Can you see? Oh wow, that's really nice. May as well take it all the way up, or at least halfway. Yeah, we'll just do halfway. It gives me a bit of bling. So even though the Pat McGrath Labs Celestial Quad doesn't have bling in it, you can definitely get some bling from another product in your collection. This one, I use it the most out of all the other sticks that I've got. They do lots of different ones, but I only got 3. I think they do 6. Maybe they've come out with more. Oh, why can't I get the lid back on? It's better. That's nice. Blend that out a little bit. I did say I was going to use this, but I've already done the mascara, so it's a little bit too late for that. And I'm just trying to figure out what to do for lips. Let's take the lip balm off. I feel like a red would go nice. Red always goes nice with bronze. Which there isn't on in there. I'm trying to work my way through my reds. I mean, a red's a red, right? You do not need, I don't know how many red lipsticks I've got, but I've got a lot. You do not need all the reds in the world. I mean, I like normally an orange tone red anyway. I'm going to go in with this one. So this is the Maybelline Pioneer. It might be getting decluttered. So that's the wand it comes on. Wow. I don't think I'll be getting rid of this. I will be taking it to my mum's though in case I need to top up. That goes really, really nice with that eye look, I think. Yeah, definitely keep. Normally, like, I'm a very orange toned red kind of person. I've got a couple of Charlotte Tilbury orange tone reds. I don't think I've got any lifter glosses that are like that. This is an orange tone red, but it's quite old, the Tanya Bear one. A lot of them are more blue toned, so I'm going to see what I can get rid of. So this is the second drawer. It's literally all over the place. Got a couple more lifter glosses here. Got a pencil, that's a lifter gloss here. I just feel like I don't need it all, is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, this is the look tonight, guys. Thank you so much for being in here. It really means a lot. If you've not already liked the video, I would love it if you would do so. It really does help out my channel. Eden, you're here just as I'm going. I hope you're okay. So anyway, yeah, as I was saying, please like the video. It would mean a lot and it does help my channel out with the algorithm. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.